Welcome back to my video series. My name is Teresa Pastor. I've been a real estate agent for over 10 years and a broker for over 5 years. Today we're going to be talking about the first step in the home buying process, which is pre-approval. And I'm going to talk about some things that might ruffle some feathers today in our industry, because I'm going to be very real and honest with you to help you guys out and to make the situation better for you in the long run. So this part is kind of a catch-22 because most agents want you to be pre-approved before they'll work with you. Some of them won't even speak to you until they know that you have a pre-approval letter. For a couple of reasons. One, they don't want to waste their time. And two, because without knowing what you're pre-approved for, the amount that you're pre-approved for, what type of loan that you're pre-approved for, and that actually does affect what you're able to buy, the type of house that you're able to buy, they don't really know what direction to go in. So they will direct you to go and get pre-approved if you haven't already. But sometimes if you already have an agent, then they can direct you to somebody that they work well with, that they know is a good lender or broker, and somebody that they're accustomed to working with. And it just kind of makes the process more smooth and fluid in the long run. So here's where I might ruffle some feathers, but I'm doing this to help you all out and to save you time, money, and actually pulling your credit multiple times. So there are different types of lenders out there. There is your basic bank, which is like Chase, Capital One, and some of the smaller banks. Like here in Louisiana, we have places like Iberia Bank and these smaller like home local type banks. Now, the difficulty with them is that a lot of times they have a lot of their own rules that are very tough. So they won't necessarily take anybody unless they have at least a 640 credit score. They have their own set of rules, but the positive side of working with somebody like that is that in the event that you're trying to buy, say, an investment property that needs more work, they're able to make a decision in-house sometimes with these smaller banks and get you a property that wouldn't otherwise be able to be purchased with like a larger bank that would expect the house to be in move-in ready, livable condition, like a big conglomerate like Chase. Then you have your lenders. Your lenders are very similar to the banks. They do all have their, basic set of the same type of loans, and, conventional FHA, VA, RD, rural development. They have all the, they have all the basics, but they also have their own rules. They're probably a little bit more flexible than just a small bank in some ways, but they still have their own set of rules, and it is just within that box. Then you have a broker. I prefer to use a broker because whenever I send a client over to a broker, the broker looks at all the client's information, their income, their debt to income ratio, their credit score, their financial situation, the type of work that they do, whether or not it's contract work or if you actually get a paycheck every week or every other week. So they're able to work with anybody. They look at your financial situation and they point you in the right direction. They tell you which bank is going to be best for you, what will work for you, and where you're going to get like the best interest rate, the best everything. So I much prefer to go to a broker than go to a lender or a bank, because they're able to pull your credit once, they're able to put you in the best spot for you, and then you don't have to go from bank to bank getting not approved and then getting your credit pulled again. So they're actually my favorite types of people to work with, and I'll actually give you some contact information below on where you can contact a broker locally here in Lafayette, Louisiana. So to get to it, here are the things that you're going to need to get your pre-approval. First off, you will have to fill out an application, which I'll also put a link to an application below so you can see what it looks like. But it's kind of the rule of twos. So you're going to need the last 2 years tax returns. You're going to need your last 2 years W-2s, the last 2 bank statements, the last 2 months retirement account or 401k statements, the last 2 check stubs, meaning 30 days, the last 30 days of check stubs. And then you're also going to need your driver's license and your social security card. So when you're ready to get pre-approved, you can start gathering those docs. And that's pretty much all I have for you today. If you have any questions, don't forget to contact me. Sign up for my newsletter. You can contact me on any platform for more questions, or if you'd like me to do a different video.